Greetings, this is the utter new 425 guy for this. Again, 425. So, this is a bit easier than last D-Tide, however, I did meme a bit. Doresain was a pain as usual, so let me go over every boss quickly that can go in-depth. So, first boss. This boss is very annoying for most, well, a lot of bosses are annoying this time. So this boss gains a shield and strength every time you play a non-command card. So what does this apply to? This applies to babies, insights, Pontos' Gaunt cards. Babies, insights, Pontos' Gaunt card, Arachne's zero cost cards, Corporal Pilots. So this boss counters a lot of units, especially Gaunt, because he gets a strength buff and a shield every time you play any of those cards. So, that is the con of this boss. The pro of this boss is that he only has a million HP on alert 5. So, that's good. And this relic doesn't fit that boss because he only does double hits. At best, big single hits or double hits. So, that's the whole thing of dial bombs and this boss. So, I used these teams not because they were the strongest, because this was the easiest boss out of the 5 bosses. So, next boss. This is Seal Boss, which is with this Strike Relic. What mobs go well against this boss? I use a G Murphy here, because this is G Murphy very strong. It's easy to just watch the stream. And I use a Calf, because this Strike Relic is very good on Calf Gellet. If you're playing Calf, Jellic, even Monchette, this Strike Relic is very, very, very good on this boss. However, I use the Calf here because Calf excels with Riker on long exploration stages. The boss does spawn a mob behind him. That's something you have to keep in mind out. The mob waves are actually low HP in general. That's enough about this boss, so that's what I use against that. So let's go into boss 3. G Murphy. G Murphy is quite annoying because it is a tentacle boss. So a lot of the traditional teams need stronger. So on stream, I try to do the G-Doll without Zoo. Zoo is kind of needed here to strength down the tentacles because the multi-hit tentacles kind of eats into your DR. So that's the big con about G Murphy. However, it is nerf G Murphy. She has considerably less health than the last time y'all fought her, because she only has 400k in the first phase. Now, last time she was a D-Tide boss, she had a million. So this is nerf G Murphy. So, that's this wave. You just use the traditional poison and DR teams. Because it is weaker, it is nerf. Now, if she was a bit stronger, she would pose an issue. This is the easy wave boss too. Just use Blue Will. And pray with Doresain. It is Doresain run. Watch my stream. You get to... Or watch the VOD. You get to see the amazing Doresain clears. Watching just the replays will not do it justice. Go to my VOD and watch how easy the Doresain clear was. And after I record this video, I'm going to go back and do it with Pontos. It was so easy. Wasn't even close. Chat can agree. You see chat on side? Chat would agree. So easy. Yeah. 4 turns with Tawil, because I just counter it with 75,000 counter. He does a 10 hit, it dies. So, last boss. Now, this is a contender for the hardest boss. It is Dog. Counter Dog. So, you kind of have to push him. So, if you're using Stall Caster, you have to do active damage Stall Caster. You have to push him before he gets the counter each phase, which means you have to kill him after turn 2 on the first phase, and after turn 3 on the second phase, before he gets the counter, or else it's going to be very annoying unless you're running Panda to remove the counter. Now, Gellet, you can sort of cheese the boss with the Aegis stun. I'll go over it in this video. So that concludes the fast replay of the bosses. Now I'm going to go in depth and explain a little bit more of the boss. So for the longer video, how long it's going to take, I don't know. So I'm not going to go over this. I'm going to go over this team. So let me do the replay so I can explain the boss a bit more. So this is Dial Bomb boss. This boss is very annoying, as I said. So this boss only has really 2 big mechanics. He does 1 big hit. See that giant hit, 1700? That's why I run the, what is it, Murphy here. So every time you play a pilot, it buffs the boss. See? It buffs the boss. He gains 35 strength and 21,000 shield on alert 5. So it is very annoying. But I play the pilots not to get the shield, but to remove the cards from my deck. Because I don't use the pilot to scale, I use the posse to scale. But since it's only 1 HP bar, Vortex goes well in this. It's only 1 HP bar, so this team obviously works. Then he does a call, which does Dial Bomb and Fragile. What is Dial Bomb? This card. So this card is Fleeting Exhaust. Fleeting means that if it's still in your hand, it disappears in a turn, or when you play it. So this card, when you play a card that costs 3 mana, you take 206 damage. And then it transforms into a 1 or a 2 cost card. So if you can avoid playing 3 cost cards, it won't trigger. Or if you have 3 cost cards, you really want to play this unless you want to trigger it. So I avoid playing any 3 cost cards, and it's gone. That's the other mechanic. And he does a small hit. And then afterwards, he does a double hit. He's going to do a Thunder Dial Bomb, 3 turns of weakness, then he's gonna do a double hit. So this, I play everything. I buff him with the thing. Yeah, even this card buffs him. It's very annoying. Any of the gimmicks, Hamel doesn't go well on him. Insights don't go well on him. He counters a lot of units. It's very annoying. It's probably like one of the most annoying elites in the game besides Pharaohs. Besides Pharaohs, he's one of the most annoying elites in the game. But you kind of cheese him with Goliath. If you have a weaker Murphy, you want to use him here in alert 5. So this is the double hit. Then he's going to place 3 Dial Bombs this turn. He's going to place 3 Dial Bombs in your hand this turn. So he's going to double hit us. 3 Dial Bombs. Yep. That's 3 Dial Bombs. 1, 2, 3. And that's the entire boss mechanic. He just repeats through those actions over and over and over again. Now let me go over Seal Boss. Seal Boss, again, the calf team is pretty easy. Never was close to dying. And G Murphy team 3 turn him. So it's 1 big HP bar. However, the stall team does not go well against this boss unless it's a calf stall. Why? Because the boss has Chains of Resentment. Chains of Resentment is very annoying. What does it do? It locks the unit. So I overexalt, it locks the unit. He gets 1 chain a turn. Outside the 1 turn, he gets 3 chains a turn. Then he does a double hit and spawn a mob in the back row with like 20,000 HP, I think. 20,000, oh no, 140,000. 140,000. Pretty sure I'm right. Let's see. 140,000. Yeah, there you go. My memory hasn't failed me yet. So waltz. So next turn we're gonna kill him. I overkill him by a lot. Overkill him by a lot because it's G Murphy, the strongest team in the game. Everyone with a half a brain knows that. I get rid of the Chain of Resentment. So he does the triple hit this turn. And he gains 2 Chain of Resentment plus the additional 1. So it's 3 chains. However, they did a thing to help you break the chains, which gives you this relic. So whoever you strike will be chained. So I'm going to chain 1 unit. I'm going to exalt on Goliath, and then I'm going to strike on Goliath, and I'm going to chain him this turn, get rid of all 3 chains, and I'm going to burst on G Murphy. Yep. And then charge up G Murphy. Overexalt. After I play these 2, yeah, I overkill it by a lot. I don't even kill it with sacrifice. I just kill it using the waltzes. So do this. Yeah. So I overkilled him by... Yeah. I still have 3 waltzes left. So I overkilled him by 2 million plus buys 5 to 6 million damage. I still have 5 to 6 million damage left. So again, strongest team in the game. So let me go over this boss. This is a better showcase than the Manchette Queer. This is the... what's it called? G Murphy boss. So G Murphy boss, they kind of fixed her last bug. Because last time she was run, there was a slight bug with her life seal. But now they seem to have fixed that. So she's actually a bit easier. So, what does she do? She scales tentacles up to 7 every turn, but she doesn't inflict poison on you, which is a saving grace. And she does a 5-hit. So counter teams go well here if you're using Blue Will. But Blue Will can also go wave 5. So this is her 5-hit. This is her biggest dealing hit. She does 5-hit, and then she does a bunch of tentacle hits. In phase 2, it's going to be 5 hits times 7 plus 7 tentacle hits. So it's a lot of damage. So you kind of have to rush her. So that's why you really need the Zoo here. And the Zoo goes very well into her because of all the strength downs. So you kind of have to push this boss extremely hard in order to stand a chance here. So, again, this is the 5-hit, and then she starts buffing. This boss has the most delays out of any boss. What do I mean by delays? These things. So she does a lot of these with Birth Ritual and stuff. Most of her damage is going to be from her tentacles besides the 5-hit. She hardly ever attacks you because half of her actions are just buffing and debuffing you. So that's a pro on fighting her. So I rouse not G Murphy, G-Doll first, and then Zoo, and I just do the typical poison shit. But you kind of want to push her as soon as possible before she stacks too many Birth Rituals on you. The more Birth Rituals she stacks on you, the harder and harder it is going to kill this boss. So you kind of have to push her super, super hard with Zoo here. Very, very hard with Zoo. Maximize your poison every fucking turn. You want to push her as soon as possible. And remember, the faster you push her, the more sacrifice she stacks on herself. Do this. Got her overexalt. I don't overexalt here because I'm at 9 stacks. And I'm going to get 10 stacks next turn. That's the reason I don't push her here. So I want to overexalt after I proc a DR on purpose. Because you're not going to proc DR in phase 2. Because remember, this is 6 tentacles now. She is now doing 1,000 damage. So it is very annoying. Do all this. So I want to save this illusions for next turn. But I want to proc 1 DR now. Just 1 or 2 DRs. This is the only turn. No, besides next turn. I have 1 more turn before I'm forced to kill. After this turn, I have 1 more turn where if I don't kill the boss, by the end of next turn, you lose. Because right now, we're taking 1,200 tentacle damage. 7 hits. No amount of DR can save us from that. So this is a rush boss. So I need to stack as much poison as possible now. Do as much damage as possible. Stack as much Birth Ritual as possible for the big burst next turn. Again, we have a lot of sacrifice on her. So I'm going to show you why you need to kill the boss here. So next turn, how much damage are we taking? That's the 5-hit plus an 8-hit. We're taking 3,200 damage. And it's not one big hit that we can DR. This is several thousand small hits. So a lot of strength down from Zoo is very appreciated here. So we just do everything. And she revives, by the way. So we want multi-hit teams here to kill her. Because if you have a 1 big hit team, you have to kill her multiple times. Because she revives. I think they removed that in this version. I think they removed that in this version. No, she has 1 revive, but you don't really see it because of how poison execute works. Yeah, she revives based on her sacrifice, and then I overkill her with the Zoo. Yeah. So yeah, you need to save up for that big burst turn 2 of phase 2. So next boss, counter boss. This is easy on Blue Will. This is where you would want to use your Blue Will team with counter. Any counter team you have, This is the boss to do against. This is the counter boss. This is the counter boss that dies to counter all the fucking time. So blue is pretty easy. Exalt first turn. Charge everything up. Try to find a shattered. I don't think I found one. Yep. I grabbed that. I grabbed the Gaunt Word. Again. Overexalt. On Caucus, we got 7,000 counter. We rouse the Hamel first. Now we have the Shattered top deck, so we can Hamel Exalt on the Shattered, so we can double play it. Now we have 17,000 counter. Now we have 20,000 counter. And when we end turn, it's going to be more. Pinion. Divine Maiden. Now this is poison and remove strength. We don't care. Play that. Save the protective. X card. First turn. Nice. We do almost 400,000 damage here. First turn. Plus we have 26,000 counter. First turn. Now we rouse to will next turn. We just exalt again. So now we have enough counter to kill the boss. We can just rest now. We can just rest now because this is enough counter to kill the boss turn 4. Turn 4, the boss is dead no matter what. But I kind of want to build more counter to meme on him. And you'll see why. But turn 4, the boss is dead. But if you have enough counter, you can kill him turn 3. But turn 4 is where most teams kill him with counter. So I'm going to show you how. So just do all this. I want to build up as much strength as possible before I overexalt on Caucus. Because his overexalt does damage and gains counter based on how much strength you have or technical damage you have, or rather. So 6 wings. Execute because it's going to spawn a mob in the back line. Don't care about that. And now, since we have everything, we exalt. We now have 30,000 counter, which is buffed to 40-something thousand counter. Yeah, 45,000 counter. Because we rouse several units. So he does a 3-hit. A lot of damage this turn. I'm going to rouse again. Rouse the Caucus. -2, protective. Do that. Exalt. Done. So it kills the back mob. They don't give him some DR. Because remember, it does damage based on your counter. Yeah, so if I had a little bit more counter, the boss would be dead here. But again, this is a turn the boss die. So I can just end turn right now. And the boss would die. Because we have like 60,000 counter. But I like to meme. So I keep going. Yeah, the boss is dead. If you're playing blue, the boss is dead here. But yeah. I had extra cards. I had 3 mana. I just ended turn. Because I know the boss is dead. Yeah. And he could have hit us 5 more times. Doesn't matter. Boss is dead. Easy counter boss. Next. So this, you got to use the Aegis trick. Most of you guys, you should use the Aegis trick for this boss. You can prevent the main annoying gimmick of this boss if you use the Aegis trick, which you get Jellet. So, rouse Jellet first turn. Triple Shackle. Annihilate. Yep. Do all that. Don't care. And end turn. Again, we save the Furnace. We save the Furnace for when we need it. We don't need to use it on a Gelatine. Because he's getting bleed. When you heal, it removes the bleed, but we're just going to burst here. So we're going to transform it to Chain. Weakness. Okay. Now we're going to get rid of one baby. Exalt. We're gonna save Ultra Turn because we might go into Ultra Turn. I think I did go into Ultra Turn to stun it in Ultra Turn. That's the order I want to do it. So we strike, hatred. Strike, hatred. Oh yeah, I exalted on her, forgot. Hatred, Crimson. I was narrating this when I was playing. Crimson. Count the cards. 1, 2. Do this. 3. 4. He's going to remove our bleed, but that's fine. Because he cleanses and gains counter this turn. He's going to move our bleed, but we want him to remove our bleed. We don't want to kill him just yet. We want to stall because we need to prep for the super burst turn. Phase 2. That's the point of the Aegis trick. If you don't do this when you have Aegis, you're playing the game wrong. So we need to stall for the super burst turn. So we want to almost kill him here. And we want to let our bleed kill him ideally. We want to kill him with our bleed and let him hit us. So do all this. Bloodthirsty. Annihilate. And I'm going to do that defense. And done. So we want to, like, lightly kill him. Not kill him, but lightly. Lightly. Here we go. Perfect. 700 health. We want this. So we get a free turn with all these resources. So I want to lightly push him here. Very light. Very light. Very light. I do this for the heal. Here's the Aegis trick. This is the normal, annoying thing about this boss. Fortress. He gets a buff in phase 2 where every time you hit him, he gets a stack of Fortress, which means he takes less damage. However, if you stun him with Aegis, he loses his invuln. He will lose his invuln. And you can burst him down next turn. So he never, ever gets his Fortress. Because if you phase him, he does not cast his Fortress buff. So you want to Aegis stun him when he's buffing right now. You want to Aegis stun him. So he's petrified and stunned. And then you end turn. Next turn, the invuln falls off. He's still getting ready to cast it. So this turn, since you prep super hard, you want to burst him down. And I have Ultra Turn, just in case it's not enough damage. I have another turn of Ultra Turn to guarantee I push him past this phase. This is something you gotta do. Exalt. You want to pull out all the fucking stops here. You want to guarantee you burst through this phase. Hatred, and then we're gonna Bloodthirsty. I think I'll weakness first. Yep. Because right now, after I push him, he's gonna do a super big hit. Boom. So we want to kill him outright. We don't want to let the bleed kill him. We want to kill him before he casts that shit. Okay. So when he starts phasing phase 3, he does one ginormous hit. This is 2,000 with weakness. Without weakness, is 3,000 damage. So, and 2 turns of blind, which is crit damage is half, which is annoying. But this one, you most likely have to DR. You most likely have to DR this or generate 2,000 shield. Very few teams can generate 2,000 shield right off the bat here. Very few teams. So most teams are gonna DR here. And then he never gets the fucking Fortress mechanic if you use the Aegis stun trick. Now, Manchette can also do this if you have her Overexalt saved or for when he phases. So you want to do that trick if you want to have an easy time with this boss. Exalt, and then you just burst him here. Exalt. And this is the burst turn. And he should be dead or almost dead here. Session Eternal, buff the strength. Strike. Heal, because remember, I don't want to die to the counter. Strike. Crimson. Crimson. I have Ultra Turn, so I'm not afraid to do this. I have Ultra Turn, I'm going to Ultra Turn. And going to Ultra Turn. So the boss is dead. We just need to live this. But I can just kill it in Ultra Turn. But the boss is dead from the bleed. Just do another burst and ultra turn here. Again, Gellett, strongest burst unit in the game. Done. Yeah, that's how you cheese the bosses I just done. You can play it legit. You just have to get around the fortress with Vortex or something. It's very annoying. Or G Murphy, but he does have counter, so G Murphy team won't work that well against him because of the counter. It's very annoying. Yeah, that concludes the D-Tide video.